Hey, great Tuesday morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's having a great Tuesday so far. It is Cesar Mascoro Jr. I am Cesar Mascoro Jr. with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, and this is our 15 minutes to mastery where we get your day going by sharing a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of motivation, and get you focused in on the day at hand. So today we're coming in, we're talking about a topic that is very, very important to each and every one of us. We talk about it consistently, and we will consistently speak about consistency because consistency is what leads to success. If you haven't heard me say consistency enough, well, then we got to keep saying that word, right? Because without consistency, folks, we are going to struggle. Without consistency, our business, our lives, everything are we're going to struggle. We're going to wind up getting to a point where you start contemplating whether or not you're even doing the right thing. And then it just keeps getting worse and worse and snowballing from there. We've all been there, we've all experienced it. Some have given into the idea of quitting, and some keep moving forward. But what makes that difference? What is it that will determine whether a person keeps moving forward or if they wind up just giving up, quitting, letting it go, and then going on to something else? It has everything to do with our rituals, our daily habits. How consistent are we on these things? If you're only doing it every so often, if you're only doing it just a few days out of the week, it's never going to become habit. It's never going to become more comfortable for you. It's never going to become easier. And so then it's easier to quit than to keep moving forward. So with that being said, let me share this with you. Dan O'Brien writes this: consistency is the fruit of the tree of success. The more you do something effectively and with a goal in mind, the better you will get at it and the more you will feel fulfilled. Consistency is a fruit of the tree of success. The more you do something effectively, okay, there's several parts of this. The more you do something effectively and with a goal in mind, the better you get at it and the more you will feel fulfilled. So it's not just good enough to do something daily. Let's take, for instance, in sales, right? It's not just good enough to post your ads daily and then just move on to the next thing. It's not good enough to make phone calls daily. Okay. The quote, what Dan O'Brien said there was to do something effectively, right? Or intentionally. You hear me talk about that word a lot, intentionality. So doing something with intentionality and with a goal in mind. So if one of the things that gets people in the manufactured home business, there's two things that are the downfall to a lot of folks within the business. One, lack of marketing. Okay. Or they post ads, but they're posting the same home, or they're simply, to them, it's just reposting the same ad is okay. Right. Well, they told me I've got to do 2 or 3 a day or however many. So they just go back and go to the old ads and just repost those old ads, right? Or renew them on Facebook Marketplace, rather than posting new ads consistently, because that consistency is part of it, right? Intentionality is part of it. When you're posting new ads daily, that's being intentional. When your titles cater to what you're looking for, when you're looking for people that have land and actually putting that information in the ads, you're being intentional. You're hunting specifically for certain type of customer. So that's one thing, right? You're doing it effectively or intentionally. Then the second part of what Dan O'Brien said was you have to do it with a goal. So what is your goal with those ads that you're posting? How many leads are you trying to get? And out of those leads, how many are you trying to get the phone numbers on? And from those people that you get phone numbers on, how many of those are you trying to get into your office? And are the ones that come in to see you, how many are you trying to sell? That right there, folks, doing that consistently each and every day will make you, as he said at the end, will make you better at it. And it's also going to leave you feeling fulfilled, like you actually accomplished something. You may not have sold anything that day, but as long as you worked with that intentionality and know that you made progress, true progress, because you can measure it, then you can at least leave that day fulfilled. We don't sell something every day. Heck, here at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, it's not like we're getting a contract each and every day, but we've got to make the progress each and every day. We've got to make those phone calls each and every day. I've got to be in here each and every day. I've got to not just reach out to folks and make sales calls and try and get new business and keep the word out each and every day of who we are and what we do so that more and more people are finding out about us. But it's with a goal, and it's always with intentionality. Because if I only did it every so often, every few days, I'm never truly going to find my comfort zone in it, and I'm never going to truly be effective at it. I can come in here each and every day and do this 15 minutes of mastery for you, but if I'm not backing it up with intentional action of phone calls, reaching out, not just the emails, but calling, talking to you so you can hear me on the phone and get to know me as a person, we're never going to truly establish that relationship to where you're going to feel comfortable enough to allow us to serve you and be a part of your future success, be it through consulting or training. Same thing for you as a manufactured home salesperson. If you're simply posting ads and you're only replying to people in the chat, but you're not making the phone calls, or you're simply trying to do it all through the chat on the Facebook, you're never going to truly be as effective as you could, because people don't feel your words when you're writing them. People don't feel your true intention when you're simply writing them. There's something magical, something different about actually picking up the phone and calling that person that you reached out to and sent them the information, or that they saw your ad, and actually calling them, getting them on the phone and introducing yourself and speaking to them and letting them know who you are, why you're there, and how it is that you can help solve their housing problem. And that, my friends, has to be consistent each and every day, with intentionality and with a goal in mind. What is the goal? How much are you trying? How many appointments are you trying to set per day? How many people are you trying to get in each and every week? How many homes are you trying to sell each and every week of the month? And out of those, how many are you trying to deliver each and every month? Knowing that and going after that and tracking that and being honest with yourself when you're not on track is very, very important. Doesn't mean you failed. It just means you need to approach it differently. You may need to make twice as many calls. You may need to place twice as many ads. You may need to be asking a different type of question. You may need to be starting that conversation in a different manner. But it doesn't mean that you failed. It just means you've got to find a different way to get it done. And same thing with in our lives, right? Same thing with our health, same thing with our relationships, same things with our finances. It's all the same. They all go hand in hand. We've all been gifted by God with a brain that allows us to think, adapt, and keep going. Over time, we convince ourselves that we can't do things. It's us. We convince ourselves of not being able to accomplish certain things. And because we start to believe ourselves, then we stop putting in the intentional work. We stop making the calls. We stop placing the ads. We stop trying to be as effective as we possibly can, because we are convinced that we're no good at whatever it may be. But the only one that ever made you believe that is yourself. There may have been other people along the way who told you, but you could have easily forgotten or not paid attention to, but you allowed yourself to pay attention to that. You allowed yourself to pay attention to your inner voice, your uncertain voice that you've got. and then you stepped away from that consistency. But if you did something consistently each and every day, if you're consistent with your workouts and your meal plan, you're going to lose the weight, you're going to get healthier, you're going to get stronger, and you're going to get better. If you place the ads each and every day with intentionality of what you're trying to sell, who you're trying to sell, and actually responded to those ads with intentionality, get the phone number and made those phone calls with intentionality to set the appointment. And then once they got in to see you, operated with a manner of intention as an owner, because you know that each and every deal counts, you would sell more homes and deliver more homes and make more money. The same thing with your relationships. You put more intentionality into your relationship, you're going to get better response. You're going to get a better connection, and you're going to be able to pull through the difficult times. But when you're not consistent with something and then things get tough, you are not able to pull through. And that's where you start to doubt yourself, and you start to wonder whether or not this is even the thing you should be doing. And then you start going backwards and more and more and more. And you go further down in that rabbit hole that is harder to get out of, because you have to build up momentum once again. So rather than do that, just be consistent. So today, for all you manufactured home salespeople out there, if it's 8:27 right now. If you haven't posted your ads yet, do it. Get it done right now. Don't even think twice about it. Get it done. Place 2-3 ads in marketplace, and then move on with the rest of your day. Attack those leads as they start coming in. Attack those phone calls as you start getting the numbers. Attack those appointments as they start coming in the door, and do it with intentionality, knowing that if you let them leave that day without them purchasing from you, they most likely will not come back. And then there's another opportunity lost. Keep that in mind and work with the matter of consistency, intentionality to accomplish getting better and leaving the day more fulfilled. You do that each and every day, folks. You start stacking those wins. You'll see the progress, and then you're going to start feeling better about yourself, your business, and everything else that comes along with it. When you don't, everything suffers. That's not what we want for you here at Manufactured Home Mastery. We're about operating, living, and believing and executing at that next level. Together, we can get that done. So keep in mind, that's why this Friday, all right, 3 days from today, we are having our Sales Supercharged Summit that is going on from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. You folks can get in and be a part of that. This Friday, the 15th, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., we're going to have a little bit of information on a few different subjects that are going to help you reignite that fire, reignite that passion, get on out there and execute at a higher level in the manufactured home business. Even realtors, you're going to take some great info from this. So if you're a realtor out there that maybe is on that fence right now of whether or not you can continue on with this because things have gotten tougher over the last 18 months, guess what? It happens. But come and join us this Friday. Go to the website, manufacturedhomesalesmastery.com/summit. Get all the details, get signed up. There's general access, there's elite VIP. Get that done today so that you can be a part of that and be a part of this great group of folks that are going to get together this Friday. We're going to do it online. It's going to be virtual. If you can't be there for the whole thing, can't be there at all, don't worry about it. You'll get access to the recording along with everything else that comes with it. There's training that comes with it after the call. There's follow-up training. There's accountability calls. There's a whole bunch of other things that come along with it that you get for a very, very low investment in yourself, in your future, and in your family's well-being, because they are going to benefit from everything that you accomplished after this call. So get on the website, manufacturedhomesalesmastery.com/summit. Get signed up today for our Sales Supercharged Summit, where you will be able to take your business and carry it through the end of 2024. We don't want to wait till the middle of the year. We don't want to wait till the end of the year to kick it off. Do it now. You're in March. You're in the third month of the year. Get yourself primed and ready and go forward in a very, very strong fashion with the information that you're going to pick up from us there, and the network of professionals that you will establish as contacts, as friends across the country that you can bounce ideas off of, and you'll always have us as well. We're bringing all of that. We're creating a network of professional housing consultants and industry experts that we are going to be able to do the same thing that exists in all these other types of industries. That's what's different about this. All right. And I know I'm going past the 15 minutes. I'm about to get off right here, but I've got to mention this. All of these things, folks, exist in every other industry across the spectrum, but it doesn't exist in the manufactured home industry. All right. Manufactured home industry does not have any of this. We don't have networks for salespeople. We don't have an organization of professional housing consultants, and we're putting that all together. We're creating it one day at a time, brick by brick, to bring that into this industry, to elevate the industry, to revolutionize the industry, and bring the same type of respect that every other industry out there has for its own people. Not that we don't respect each other, but there's so much more that we could do. And Manufactured Home Sales Mastery is going to be the catalyst for that. Not just to teach you how to make more calls and get more leads. We want to teach you how to operate at a higher level. You guys have a great Tuesday. Don't forget, go on up there, get signed up for our Sales Supercharged Summit happening this Friday. Very low cost of investment in yourself, $149, $249, depending on the option you choose. But you'll leave that day with the fuel, the fire, the passion to go on out there and attack the rest of the year. You guys have a great Tuesday. We'll be talking soon. We'll see you in here tomorrow at 8:15. And as always, I can't wait to meet you.